everyone. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. Hope you're good. Welcome to Live of Value TV. It's a pleasure to create content here, and it's a privilege to talk to you on this very sensitive topic today. You see, I'm a firm believer of a beautiful life, a peaceful life. I believe that you have to be peaceful for you to even progress in life. So we're looking at when a marriage or relationship becomes toxic. Yes, what do you do? What can you do? How do you save yourself? Is very, very important because with what is going on and the trend now, one has to understand what to do. Um, and peradventure, you're not even in that situation, what to do to help others to come out of their problems, to come out of that toxic relationship, to come out of that toxic marriage. If you're yet to subscribe, please do hit the subscribe button, share the video, and like. So you can comment. I want to see your comments. What do you think of issue of toxicity in marriage, relationship? So we're going to look at it from two angles. Toxicity in marriage, when a relationship becomes toxic, when a marriage becomes toxic. I know it starts from relationship towards marriage. Many marriages that are toxic started from when they were in the level of relationship. You see, these things must have shown why this couple or the two people in love were together. And over one of them maybe have chosen to keep a blind eye on the fact that this my partner or this man or this woman I'm in love with is very toxic. We tend to lie to ourselves. We need to teach our young ones, we need to teach people around us to be true to themselves. When you are true to yourself, you understand your personality, you understand what you like, you understand what you love, you understand the kind of life you want to live. This will help you to say no when someone is pushing you in the direction that you do not want, when someone is trying to shove you into that space of a toxicity or into that space of unhappiness, emotional trauma, psychological trauma. So today, in discussing this topic, I want us to understand basic things. For very responsible people don't become abusers overnight. It started from one point. And when you're in a relationship with someone and this person begins to exhibit this attitude, now it is not peculiar to a man or it's peculiar to a woman. A woman can be very toxic, a man can be very toxic. You have to watch out. You have to watch out. You have to watch out because I believe that if issues of toxicity is curtailed at the level of relationship, then we can't be talking about it in marriage. But because people have chosen to live with certain things they can't live with, that is why it now graduates when they move to marriage, which is more like a permanent setting. People now feel there's nothing I can do. I'm already inside. What will I let me manage? Let me endure. We have to walk around it. And in walking around it, many people have died. Many people have lost who they are themselves. Many people have lost their personality. Many people have lost their life. Many people have lost even part of their body. Many people have been deformed. A lot of people have lost, their personality, their talent, their skills. They are all in a bid to save a very toxic situation. Now you are in a relationship, and this very lady um, easily angered, fights you, you know, can fight in public, can fight at home. A little argument becomes a problem. You're in a relationship, the man easily flips up. You see how he treats people around you. You see how he treats his staff, how he treats his neighbors, how he treats his siblings. You see characters that are, he's he hits people with ease at the slightest opportunity. He's someone that cannot even listen to you when he's angry and every other person is trying to calm him down and you're also trying to calm him down. He doesn't listen. He's someone that until he does that thing he wants to do, he can't let go. You see people exhibit acts of wickedness, acts of intolerance. You see these things and you keep quiet. This is time for you to talk to this person. If this person is not willing for you to, to change, if the person is not willing to even understand that what they are doing is wrong, it's good for you to stay away. Yes, you say you love this person, but love is not enough. Yes, love is not enough in marriage. There are a lot of things that contribute or accumulate to having a successful home or successful relationship. The fact that you love someone and this person whom you think you love is not doing things that helps the love to grow, then it means that that love will not, will not survive. Because when you're showing love to someone and the person keeps doing things that makes that love to grow cold, a time will come where that love will fizzle away. So when you are in a relationship with a toxic person and you have tried to talk to this person, you've involved his family members where possible, people he respect, like this character is wrong. This is wrong. You're in a relationship with someone, he's already started slapping you, and the next minute he's all over the place with money, with gifts, trying to apologize. He's not going to hit you again. Someone who can insult you in public, who doesn't want your voice to be heard. There are people in a relationship, it could be the man, it could be the woman, they don't want your voice to be heard. They want to suppress you, they want to be the boss, they want to be the head, they want to be everything. They don't want it to be seen. They don't want it to relate with people. They don't want it to associate with people. At the level of relationship, these are signs for you to know that this thing is a no. And for example, and if you really love this person and you want to go on with this thing, you have to see this person down and discuss. But if you see that he's not yielding anything, you have to stay away. Now, in this part of the world, we don't do so much with therapy, but therapy works. Outside the country, people go by themselves. People are being referred. Even sometimes when there are issues like this, the authorities refer the parties involved to to see therapists or psychologists, or depending on what the situation looks like. Now, when people undergo this therapy, they become better. What about some people? After some time, they might also go back to what they are used to. So it's just about the mindset and a person who is not even willing to change. Some people don't even understand that what they are doing is wrong. So at the level of relationship, if your partner is a very toxic person, if your partner is abusive, if your partner is someone, sometimes we think abuse is not necessarily that someone is hitting you. It's not really the physical abuse, that emotional abuse. I've done a video where I discuss issue of abuse in this channel, so you can check it out. It's physical abuse. So someone hits you, someone denies you a whole lot of things, money, financial abuse. You're not working and he's the only one working. Because you don't have, you need to beg the person. The person keeps using that money as a ploy to deprive you a lot of things. A lot of things that causes abuse. Abuse is in various forms. Many people are not physically abused, but they are mentally abused. And when a person is mentally abused, you see the person doesn't have self-worth. The person begins to do things that are irrational, begins to act the way they should not act. So when a person succeeds in destabilizing the mental state of another, it is a high level of abuse. So abuse comes in different forms. So abuse can lead to a toxic environment. Remember, some other time, this toxicity in relationship might not even be from the person you're relating to. It could be from outsiders, third party. When you're in a relationship, they allow the third party, family, friends to have interference in the relationship. For every opinion, they want to seek an outside opinion. For everything you discuss, somebody must ratify. The family members must be involved in everything. Some of these things are things that causes toxicity in relationship. Now, when things like this happen, just like I earlier said, and you have discussed it, you have looked at what are the possible ways to work on this. Sometimes many people that are in relationship don't even want to even accept that there's a problem. But if the person is willing to accept that the problem, okay, how do we go about resolving this issue? Because if you don't deal with it now, it might become a monster in our marriage. And if the person is willing to go through therapy, is going to even accept, because first of all, you have to accept the fact that something that you're doing is wrong, or what is happening is very bad, and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. So when the person accepts this fact, this person, it gives that person that understanding or that awareness that there's a problem. But so there are some people who do not even want to accept that there's a problem. It's very difficult. So you have to, if you've done all that you can, and you see that this is not working, you leave that relationship. Yes, because there are some things you cannot curtail. It's like fire. That sometimes when fire starts, it looks small, but over time it can raise down things that were built in 100 years. It can raise down lots of things that you cannot even imagine. So if you can't curtail that fire when it starts small, then you have to go away. Now in marriage, let's now assume that this toxicity happens in marriage, what do you do? How do you save yourself? You see, I believe that peace is very important. I believe that a person who has peace has everything. Now, when people, you know, fight, do a whole lot of things, there's no peace at home. I wonder how they function. Because in the absence of peace, there can be love. So when someone claims to love you or you claim to love each other and there is lots and lots of toxicity, there's trouble, then I don't think the marriage will thrive, or it is going to even thrive forever. So we have to understand that point, that toxicity, cannot is a proof that there is no even love. Because when that environment is toxic, there is trouble. Now, if your partner, your husband, your wife is a very toxic person, is an abusive person, is a mean person, because sometimes many people are very mean, but they might not look like it. They might not, and the partner just suppresses it and feel. So when things like this happen, it's only the person inside that when something is wrong, you don't need to tell other people. Now, other people, there are levels to people. Now, you have people you look up to, maybe your spiritual mentors or spiritual parents in the Lord. You have parents, you have maybe your guy, your marriage counselors, or your pastors, or there are people that you can talk to when you're having these issues in your marriage. Acted before, so it's a two-way traffic. Both parties must be, if you're going to see a therapy, both parties must see that therapy, and sort it out. Now, there are things that causes